How's it going, everyone? Hope you all had an amazing Christmas. Spent plenty of time with the family. Hopefully, you did not eat too much. But in this video, I'm going to give you all my favorite setups for the upcoming week, kind of give you my zones I'm watching, levels, my game plan going into next week. But before we get started, be sure you're subscribed to my channel. Click that thumbs up button and click that bell icon so you do not miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Before we go any further, I do have a small announcement, probably not huge news to any of you all. I will still be trading individual stocks, but just not as much. It's going to have to be the perfect setup. I'm going to keep my focus on SPY, QQQ, SPX, ES, kind of keep it in that range. Plenty of liquidity on the options. And for my futures traders out there, you all know I like ES, but let's get right into this. First off, I just want to share my SPX levels. So you can see we closed around this 3845 area. This is just some key support and resistance areas I've marked out. Stuff I will be watching. So let me give you examples. So if we push down to this 3800, I may be looking to take a bounce. Now keep in mind, you can trade SPX, SPY, or ES based off these levels. I often trade all three of them, just based on each other's levels. That being said, I tend to stick with ES and SPY. So if that's what you want to do to follow along, that's perfect. Nothing wrong with trading SPX. Just be careful. They're a little bit pricey, and I've known a lot of people that got in trouble trading 0 DTEs on SPX. So if we push down to this 3800, that looks like a decent bounce area. The only thing I don't like about this area is, we've touched it several times in the past few days. Something to keep in mind. The bounce may not be as significant. If we fail this and hold below this, I do think we see that 3760 area in the near future. But if you was to short that using SPY puts or short in ES, just be sure you close it out if you get above that 3800. That's how I'd kind of handle that trade. Just my thought process. Let me know if you like these kind of videos, more zones than, individual stocks. Like I said, let's focus more on SPY, SPX, ES this upcoming year. I think this is going to help us be more profitable and kind of take a little of the stress off of us. And if we push up to this 3900 area, I do like this for a reject using puts with SPY or short in ES. Something I definitely will be watching. We'll have to see where we open at though. And if it changes dramatically, I'll just readjust my levels. No big deal. Simple support and resistance levels. Really basic stuff that if traded right really does well. ES. Here's some zones that I have on ES. You want to chart this out, kind of help you navigate this. I like to watch all three of these together. So I have ES, SPY, SPX up, kind of letting them each tell their own story. A lot of times, if I'm watching all three, it helps me from taking a bad trade. You don't want to take a reject on ES at a nice support level on SPX, if that makes sense. You want to kind of let them all come together. You want to have room to move on all three of these charts. It has helped me. I know it seems a little aggravating, but it's really not. If you look at some of the more complicated strategies people use, this is really simple, and for me, it has worked so far. Now, if we break above, I feel this 3920 area is a big number. If we can get above that, I believe we do push back up to this next supply zone up here. Not in one day, but I think we start, making our way back up there. Just something to keep in mind to watch. We do have to get above this whole psychological number of 4,000, so that's definitely worth charting out. We may even look for a small reject in that area. Probably will trade this using ES. You can trade it using SPY. Just be sure you know how to manage your risk. If you have any questions about risk management, I do not care to answer them. I'm pretty sure everyone knows my rule of thumb at this point, but always here to help. And finally, SPY. Take a look at SPY here. You can chart out your support and resistance on SPY if you would like, or you can simply just watch ES and SPX and take trades on SPY based off them levels. Just trade, to your price targets. I don't know if you all seen the post I put out, but some of my goals for 2023 as a trader, one of them is to hold until my price targets. This is something I'm really going to focus on. I really want to let my winners run. I'm good at stopping out where I need to most of the time, but the problem I have is selling too early and then just to watch it do exactly what I had planned. So I need to stick to my plan as a day trader, and that's one of the big things I'm going to focus on this upcoming year, or starting tomorrow, actually. The only stock I'm watching this week is Tesla, ticker TSLA. I'm watching for a simple 100 area bounce for calls. Feel like the market makers really want that 100 whole psychological number. There's going to be a lot of eyes on this, and I will be watching it. If you want to chart that out, trade it with me. When I trade options, keep in mind I do like to trade at the money strike. And that's all I have for you this week. Let me know if you like this sort of video. I know a lot of you trade SPY, ES, SPX, so hopefully this helps. I appreciate you all for watching. I'll see you next time.